Have you seen any of these creative maps yet? They have this distinct thumbnail style, looking almost AI generated with a very specific trend of obesity and an art style that brings discomfort. Each of these maps represent a different country of the world, or they represent a political issue happening in the world right now. Whether you have or have not seen these maps yet, I'll bring my argument to the table and present to you my case explaining this entire situation and why Fortnite needs to take action towards this. To start, each map represents a country with a very stereotypical approach. These maps represent countries by decorating the thumbnail with stereotypical clothing, a background picture of the country's landscape, and a large trend of obesity throughout. If you still don't believe the immorality of this, the gameplay is even worse. For 30 to 60 minutes straight, I suffered through playing some of these maps, and they're seriously disturbing. When you log into the game, you're placed in a landscape of the country with a starting noise regarding the nation's language and culture. Once you walk outside to begin fighting, there's usually a large picture of the character in the thumbnail watching down at you from the skies. Even worse is when these characters have a dialogue, which is usually a phrase from the country's national language. If this wasn't bad, what's worse is that every time a player is eliminated in the game, a quick 3 to 5 second sound will play regarding the country. Overall, both the gameplay and the thumbnail of the game is stereotypical and disgusting. Some people may argue that these maps might be trying to spread diversity and teach people about different countries, but they're wrong. The creators of these maps know damn well what they're doing. These maps are being made for the wrong intentions, and Fortnite's seeing right through that. Now, before I release my verdict, I need to mention to you the lesser known side of the trend. That is the political side. If you've been living under a rock, I'll clue you into some of the devastating and tragic political issues happening around the world right now. Multiple wars, inter-country conflicts, and a degree of foreign relations. I won't go too in depth about this because it's controversial and disturbing, but you can read up about this stuff through Google and the news. To circle this topic of political issues back to the main argument, Fortnite is practically approving creative maps that represent politics. It doesn't matter what side of the argument those maps are standing for, because Fortnite shouldn't be involving themselves in politics in the first place. These are serious issues of the world, and these creative maps are intentionally bullying these problems. Even my previous element of the argument fits in with this. Most of the nations that are being represented by creative maps are actually involved in serious issues, which enhances the argument that Fortnite is turning political and stereotypical. You know, this entire situation is quite ironic. Just a few months ago, Fortnite turned their game into a kid-friendly game. They added extreme age restrictions to both the games and the cosmetics. Fortnite basically split the community in half, the younger side playing more creative maps, meanwhile the older side playing more PvP and PvE. The younger side only has a few options since Fortnite's mainly a shooter game. Children can play the rated everyone creative maps, or some of the official Fortnite game modes. What's ironic is that while younger audiences scroll around Fortnite for a new creative game to play, they'll inevitably approach this awful Zone Wars trend. Although they can't play the game, they're exposed to content that even older audiences like me find disturbing. Not so kid-friendly, Fortnite, huh? My argument's on the table, but now I have for you my verdict. I believe Fortnite's using AI to improve creative maps, and ultimately, they need to rely on real people to check out those maps. Additionally, these content creators are actually making money for the discriminatory maps, and Fortnite needs to do something about the situation fast. Demonetization, ban the creator, or use another type of consequence. I don't know. Just please, Fortnite, take down these awful maps and recover creative to what it was a few weeks ago. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment down below what you think about this, and while you're at it, check out the next video on screen right now, and peace out.